We're going to start today by writing some exponential functions. So remember our basic equation, our most basic equation for our exponential functions is y equals a times b to the x. And we have these 2 points. I'm just going to kind of sketch this. We know this goes through 0, 4, and 236. So clearly this is some sort of exponential growth. So we need to figure out what a and b are. So the way we're going to do that is we are first going to plug in this point. So when we do that, we get, so instead of y equals a times b to the x, we'll get 4 equals a times b to the 0. Now, b to the 0, that's just 1. So we have just found out that a is 4. Then what we'll do is we'll just do that same thing again. And then this time we'll plug in the other point. So we have 36. We know that a is 4. And we have b squared. And so now we want to solve this for b. We'll start by dividing by 4. And then we're going to take the square root of both sides. And we know that this has to be positive 3 because it's exponential growth. So our final equation is going to be y equals 4 times 3 to the x. And that's all we're going to be doing for these problems. So let's try out another one. I'll switch colors here so we don't get confused. So first we're going to plug in this x and y. So 6 is y. B to the 0, anything to the 0 power is just 1. So we have just found out that a is 6. Then we're going to do that again. We're going to go back to that equation and this time plug in this point. So we have 81 equals 6 times b to the first. And we'll divide both sides by 6. I think that just reduces to 27 halves. And we're just going to leave it that way. So then our final answer is going to be 6 times 27 halves to the x. All right, so the next one, same thing. We're going to take that y equals a times b to the x. We'll plug in this first point. So we get 8 equals a times b to the 0. Of course, b to the 0 is just 1, so we find out that a is 8. And then we will do it again. So we'll plug in 27 eighths equals 8 times b cubed. Here we want to divide both sides by 8, which is the same thing as multiplying by 1/8. So then those will cancel. So we get b cubed equals 27 64ths. And now to solve for b, we're going to take the cube root of both sides. So b turns out to be the cube root of 27 is 3, and the cube root of 64 is 4. So b is 3/4. So our equation is 8 times 3/4 to the x. All right, one last one. We'll start, I have to put this one over here. Start by plugging in this first point, x and y. B to the 0 is just 1, so we have found that a is 1. Then we'll come do it again. We get 625 equals 1 times b to the 4th. Now that 1 doesn't really matter, you just scribble it out. And to solve this, we're going to take the 4th root of both sides, which you might need your calculator for. I believe it's 5. And so now our equation, our answer is y equals 1, which we don't need to write that, times 5 to the x. So just y equals 5 to the x. So that is how we write our exponential equations if we're given 2 points. We'll check out some different types of problems in the next video.